Hey guys, welcome to Crow Archery Motorcycle Adventures, and today I am going to be doing a little review of this Hexlight by Trophy Ridge. Honestly, the reason why there's 3 arrows in it right now and it's off the bow is I've had this thing for, I'd say, about a year, and this bracket is held on by these 2 screws. Well, those 2 screws are being able to screw into these 2 little rivets that are mounted inside of this. Well, the problem is that the glue that was used to put those the rivets in there, it dry rotted out, and I have not taken this out in the field yet. So it basically sat on the wall for a year, and that glue dry rotted out, so this whole bracket fell off. As well as this rubber piece that's inside of here. That's why the arrows are in here, to try to hold it down to where the adhesive that I've used to fix it will hold it in place. I'm going to kind of let it sit overnight. But so yes, those are the negatives that I've found of it. Other than that, it's actually pretty cool. Like, I don't know if you can tell, it lights up green, which you can use that for, you know, trying to navigate through the woods in the dark or whatever. But I have this on my Oneida Phoenix, and to be honest, it does add a little bit of weight to the bow, so I will say that is kind of a negative. I've had to tighten these hex screws in here. This bracket is what you use to connect to it. In fact, I'll just show you real quick. And this is my Oneida Phoenix. Shout out to Kramer Ammons from Shatterproof Archery, who made this D97 string for it. Shoots very well. Let's see. So how this mounts, there's this bracket right here, and what you do, you just kind of click the top in and then fold it into place, and there's this little piece right here that you can, you know, lock it into place. So, you know, with your bow or whatever, you can, that light obviously shows you, kind of gives you an idea of what arrows you're going for. You can tell by the broadheads or the field points that you got on them. And then this other button that's up top, it hits you with that light beam, so you can use it as a flashlight in the dark. I feel like that'd be pretty handy. But as far as like taking it outside and actually using it, it does add quite a bit of weight onto this bow. And the light, I could definitely see as being handy. But as far as the quality of it being put together, I'm going to be honest with you. If I had to go back and rebuy this, knowing what I know now about it, with it, you know, the adhesive just losing grip after just hanging on the wall, you know, not even being used, I do find a problem with that. And this is not a cheap quiver. At the time I got this, I want to say for around $70. It may have been a little cheaper. I got it from Academy Sports. And like I said, to be honest with you, knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't buy it again. Now, buying it the first time, cool. I have a quiver that, you know, works with this bow really well, and it's got the lights and everything. But at the same time, if I pay that much for a quiver, I shouldn't have to redo the glue and, you know, put the rivets back in and re-glue that rubber piece in there. Like I said, sitting on the wall for a year, there's no reason for that. There's absolutely no reason for that. So hopefully that's a quality issue that they could address. But other than that, if those 2 factors were not a thing, then I would buy it again. But based on my experience, no, I wouldn't. In fact, I'd probably just go with, I'd go with something else. I don't really know a lot of quiver brands out there, since I'm more into traditional shooting. You know, of course, there's Selway and Thunderhorn, and Shatterproof Archery is making leather strap mount quivers now that you can buy on their website. So I would honestly love to have the ability to use any of those on this. But again, this is basically it's a recurve compound design. So, you know, of course, all metal and all that. And this is probably the bow that I'm going to attempt to hunt with this year. I think that it'll be pretty fun. I normally have just been using it for bow fishing, and I've killed a lot of fish with this thing. And I do need to do another review video on this bow. I actually have grown to absolutely love this bow. I would never sell it. I really wouldn't. It's just, it's something else. You know, like, I can order all the parts for it. I can do all the work on it at my house. I don't have to pay a place that has a bow press. I just absolutely love those things about it. But other than that, as far as, again, as I've said, the quiver goes, I would personally do a little bit of shopping around, or if you knew someone that has one of these that they would let you try, then do that. But if you're just out on the hunt trying to buy one and just quick spend on it, I wouldn't do it until you actually get some time in to messing with it and be prepared fully to have to use some epoxy or some form of super glue to keep those rivets in there. Because I actually, how this happened, things were a little loose, but they weren't that bad. And just a couple of days ago, I took it off the wall, put it on here, and took it outside. And after taking a couple of shots, the thing actually, after I let an arrow go, the whole bracket just fell off. And then the rubber piece had already fallen out by that time. And I, just didn't care about it. But since I was going ahead and doing the fix on this today, I went ahead and took care of that and decided to record this little video. But other than that, I love you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you like the content, and have a wonderful day.